The government eyes to repatriate a Filipino who was hostage and now freed by Hamas before December. Cases of influenza-like illnesses in the country have dropped but may increase anew by the start of the new year. And industry projections indicate a mixed adjustment on the prices of petroleum products next week. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Maricel Halili. We begin the newscast with updates on the Filipino caregiver who was released by Palestinian militant group Hamas on Friday. In an interview here on One News Now, OWA Administrator Arnel Ignacio said their office in Israel is working on the repatriation of Galinor Jimmy Pacheco. According to Ignacio, Pacheco could be back in the Philippines before December. He added that they will most likely fly Jimmy's wife, Clarice, to Manila when he returns.
Inaayos na natin yung ticket niya, inaalalayan lang natin kung kailan siya makakauwi. Pero padali na lang yan. Most likely, may uwi na natin siya bago mag-December.
Ignacio also assured Pacheco's family that the OWA is coordinating with other relevant agencies as well as with the Israeli embassy in Manila on the assistance that will be given to them.
Si Ambassador ng Israel ay marami ring ibibigay na tulong. Tayo naman, of course, yung financial assistance by 50,000 tayo na ibibigay, and BMW most likely will also give. Pati ng ibang agencies merong ibibigay yan. Yung scholarship mukhang ang Israel ang sasagot.
Hamas has given Israel a list of the second batch of hostages to be freed today amid their truce. Israel said its security officials are now reviewing the list. This follows the release of 24 hostages on Friday, one of whom is a Filipino. In exchange, Tel Aviv freed some 39 Palestinian women and children, detainees from its jails. There is still one unaccounted for Filipino in Israel, who was also reportedly kidnapped by Hamas on October 7. The current truce was the first break in the war between the two sides. Here are other stories we're watching around the globe. U.S. media outlets report that the police officer who was convicted in the death of black man George Floyd was stabbed in prison. Derek Chauvin was said to have been seriously injured due to the incident. The Bureau of Prisons, for its part, confirmed that an inmate was assaulted in Arizona but declined to name names. Floyd's death in 2020 resulted in global outcry against racism after Chauvin, a white male, knelt on the victim's neck. Over in Ireland, calm was restored to Dublin streets after 34 people were arrested for rioting. The riots were triggered by the stabbing of 3 young children, with a 5-year-old girl remaining in critical condition. Rioters had smashed shop windows, set police cars on fire, and clashed with authorities. And China is offering visa-free entry to citizens of several countries starting December 1 to November 30 next year. These include those residing in France, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Spain, and Malaysia. Beijing has been reviving its tourism industry following 3 years of strict COVID-19 policies. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Maricel Halili. The health department says the increase in cases of influenza-like illnesses, or ILI, in the country is slowing down. As of November 11, over 182,000 ILI cases have been recorded. From October 15 to 28, the DOH logged more than 10,000 cases, 20% lower than the figure 2 weeks prior. While the DOH expects cases to continue declining, said that the number may rise again by the start of January 2024. The agency attributes the recent increase in ILI cases to the rainy season. One health expert urges authorities and school officials to keep an extra eye on children amid the rise of respiratory illnesses. Infectious disease expert Dr. Ronjin Solante told 1PH that children are more prone to developing moderate to severe symptoms from influenza-like illness. The health department is currently monitoring cluster incidents of respiratory illness in China, which have left hospitals packed with patients, mostly children.
Initial report ng WHO na kadalasan sa mga natamaan nito, yung mga bata pa rin. No? And ang kadalasang sintomas, in fact, ang description nila dito, Maricel, no, it's influenza-like illness. Ang nakita lang nila, bakit ganun kadami ang na-admit sa hospital at bakit ganun kataas ang rate. No? So I think, effect din to siguro ng COVID. No? Dahil ang awareness natin sa COVID ngayon na tumataas na. And in fact, doon sa China data, wala pa namang silang nasasabi na may namamatay. But ang nakikita lang, maraming pumupunta sa hospital for a check-up.
Solante is also urging schools to monitor their students, especially those who exhibit COVID-19 symptoms. He also reminds the public to wear face masks when sick to avoid spreading the virus.
Well, napaka-importante na hakbang sa mga schools na they have to have also protocol, no, para sa mga bata. They still have to remind the children that when they have symptoms or mild man, mga paubobo, they have to wear the face mask para hindi mahawaan yung mga walang face mask.
Heads up, motorists expect mixed oil price adjustments next week. Gas prices could go down by about 10 centavos per liter, while diesel prices could go up by 20 to 40 centavos per liter. Kerosene prices are also expected to go up by 35 to 50 centavos a liter. The projected fuel price movements come on the heels of further production cuts from OPEC and the build-up in weekly crude inventories in the U.S. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us again tomorrow as we monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Maricel Halili. We are One News.